IUC Vietnam newest content. And as such, for your first meeting, you have to schedule a meeting with Mr. Harvey, that is me, the SAO officer in charge of student activities. And in this meeting, you will have two objectives. The first is to present just one, sorry for the error on the slide, just one major event of IUC Vietnam to me, and then persuade me to grant the event your SAO approval. And the next one is that SAO currently propose the reduction of IUC's internal activities and their LOC. Please discuss your view on this matter with me, and you can either support or oppose this proposal. Just give your reasoning carefully. Thank you. So, just some clarification. You have 15 minutes to answer this question. 15, and to be exact, it's not a question. It's a discussion between me and you. So let us begin.
Good evening, Mr. Harvey. I am Nguyễn Phúc Minh Tâm, and I'm the Honorary General Secretary of IUCVN. Very nice to meet you.
Yes, nice to meet you too. So you scheduled this meeting with me to propose an event from your IUC. Can you tell me more about the event? What's it about?
I would like to propose the event of FOC Freshman Orientation Camp.
Okay.
Yes. Do you have any opposed to that? Oh yeah. I'm so sorry.
I don't know, you haven't described your event yet.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Freshman Orientation Camp is a two-day camp for freshmen and our seniors to bond, to create bondings, and to work throughout the games that are not so easy, which are somehow challenging, and develop so many skills like teamwork skills, solving problem skills. I think that's those skills and like personal communication skills with other freshmen. I think those skills are very, very useful for Vietnamese freshmen to adapt to a very vibrant workplace, vibrant environment like NTU, because our education doesn't really stress on back in Vietnam doesn't stress on extracurricular activities much. So I think this is a very good chance so that we can orient, we can guide the freshmen to participate in other ECA later.
Okay, but I'm well aware that there's a lot of other LOC currently from your home residence, from your respective school. So why don't you suggest that your freshmen join these LOC? What's the unique advantage that an LOC from your IUC can bring to your freshmen?
Yes, I actually noticed is that because I'm a freshman, so I noticed that there are like FOC in my home, like home 14. But actually I want to point out that the FOC for home actually happens very early. And at that time, we haven't been granted the whole accommodation yet. And so Vietnamese students are very, very hard to, we travel this the first time and we have to study in a foreign country. Most of us don't have relatives here, so it's very hard to find accommodation. I think it's very inconvenient for Vietnamese freshmen to participate in those FOC. Yes. My second point is that for a freshman, it is his first time in a foreign country. It's still cultural shock, actually cultural shock. And they haven't been able to adapt to the new environment yet. And I think that if they are forced into an environment without any understanding, because it's really hard among the international students, maybe the FOC doesn't really work for them because they may be left out or they cannot enjoy activities. So it's actually not beneficial. And I think our camp can override that disadvantage.
Okay. So I will think about your proposal and I will get back to you later. But we have another point to discuss. So you see, recently, since Professor Anderson Bertu become our president, he has placed a greater emphasis on the integration of international students into the university population. But currently we think that each IUC has a lot of their own activities and they tend to stay together and join the LOC. Take IUC Vietnam for example, I can see that you have organized a lot of excellent events, but just for Vietnamese students. Whereas I haven't seen like a Vietnamese member in the SU committee for a long time. So do you have, and do your IUC have any new way to improve your members or to help them integrate better with the university population? Otherwise, we will have to restrict your events so that we see it as a way to push you to join the event from other international groups.
Firstly, from my viewpoint as a freshman this year, our cohort has participated in many ECA, like Red Cross or Welfare Service Club. I think they actually, the FOC camp did a great influence on us freshmen that we actually joined many ECA. And for the NTU SU committee, I suppose that maybe
the SU committee is just an example. What I mean is that currently our Vietnamese student, I think that the best of Vietnamese students is now concentrating in organizing your own events. And so therefore all of them are busy with their event in NTU, in Vietnam community. So they don't have the time to join and other activities. I mean, the best of you concentrate your effort on your own event. So there are no more excellent Vietnamese students to join other club, other activities. That's why we couldn't see any Vietnamese student that could get a high position inside a club in our school.
I understood your point. And I admit that there are not a lot of students, Vietnamese students, in the main committee. Actually, in my opinion, actually, I would like to accept the reduction. Actually, it's as a freshman, I actually feel that we have put in so many efforts into the events. I still want to carry out some major events like FOC, National Day, like that, but I think that some of the events can be reduced, or maybe we don't have such a large scale and we don't put much effort into that events. I think and also so that the freshmen, the seniors can actually have time to join in many ECA. Yeah.
So thank you for your support of our proposal. Okay. So thank you. Nice to see you again. I'll get back to you about the LOC later.
Thank you for your time.
You could step in front here. So, good evening. You must be IEC Vietnam newest on Jan,
Oh, it's
right?
already a dialogue.
What's your name?
My name is Jeff. Hi.
Oh.
What's your name?
I'm Harvey.
So I want to address you as Mr. Harvey.
Yes, you can. So you're here to propose an event from your IUC. Can I hear about it? What's it about?
Okay. So this is a very important event to us, but we organize these events not because it's just only important to us. It's important to you as well, and to every other Singaporean or any other stakeholders. I know that your mission is to develop a holistic education that benefits all the stakeholders. So here I want to tell you all the stakeholders are beneficial in these events. The event is called Dead Celebration. Dead Celebration.
What does that mean? What does it mean?
Dead Celebration is really similar to Chinese Lunar New Year. It's an event of the year where we celebrate the New Year, just like the Chinese.
So you use the same lunar calendar as the Chinese, right?
Yes, correct.
Oh yeah.
We
So let's hear about it.
Okay, so this event is for the Vietnamese people because, like Chinese, this is very important to us. The beginning of the new year is the beginning of new things and erase old things. Let's forget all those things, leave it behind, leave it in the past, and let's start fresh. So, it's important to you as well, right?
Yeah,
You're a Chinese. Oh, you're a Chinese. Yeah, okay. And I know that the majority of Singaporeans are Chinese. So during this time of the year, it's a festive festival. So in NTU, it's a festival. So why don't we want to make it even more festive? Why wouldn't this event? It would be fun. It would be conducted in English, Singaporean, European, Malay. Enjoy with the Vietnamese.
Okay, so your event is open for all the international students, everyone to join the event.
Everyone is welcome to join us. But if the response is too abandoned, we need to take the free register to ensure that we have a large enough venue. As you know, the large venue is VNNTU. It's a very good venue. So perhaps you can grant me approval of the venue, so I can, invite all my Singaporean friends, Chinese friends, Malay friends to join us.
Okay, you're quite straight to the point. We'll discuss the venue later, but can you tell me what exactly are there in your event? What will you organize in the event? I just know that actually I'm not Chinese, I'm Indian.
Okay.
So I'm not very much familiar with your custom and such. So what will be in your event?
Okay. For Chinese New Year is a festival, so you will expect events that brighten up the mood, like dance. Okay.
Yeah.
We have also our comedy that is enacted by our very own people, demonstrate the Vietnamese lifestyle, our daily Vietnamese lifestyle, with a little bit of humor in it. I guess you might enjoy it if you understand the language, but the action is good enough. Trust me. And you also can learn about Vietnamese culture. We'll share with you the Vietnamese culture. The Vietnamese culture, if you are Indian and you are unfamiliar, it's very good. Yeah.
Okay. So you still haven't explained to me yet. What's the format of the event? Is it a performance night or is it a one like ICDF that we are having here?
Oh no, like I told you just now, we want concert, so we want it to be in the form of a performance. Performance by our people. We put up performance like dance, comedies.
So you have enough performance to stretch out for the whole night?
I think we do. In the previous year we did it, and this year we're gonna make it happen again.
Well, I may attend the event.
It's really recommended for you, and you
Okay.
can come to understand us more, and maybe next time in the future we will go to the events. We are very happy to help you with all the events that you organize that promote international friendship, because we want to be friendly among international friends. Okay?
Okay. So I will consider your approval. Just remember that you have to send me a written approval after this meeting. And we have another point to discuss is that Currently, NTU has placed a much greater emphasis on the integration of international groups. So, and in our viewpoint, currently on your IUCs is you just do not integrate well. Currently, you do not integrate well with other local students and other international students. You just stick together and enjoy your event. You do not participate much in international event. So I don't want to do this, but one possible way that we see could achieve the mission, the integration mission, is that to reduce your IUC internal activity, and beginning with the reduction of the size of your LOC, so that you will have no other choice but to come out and join other clubs, other international groups. So what do you think about our proposal?
Yes, I have some opinions on your proposal. It's not really true that if you cut our FOC, we are gonna have to join your FOC.
Yes, currently I see that there's you have the whole of resident LOC and your respective school, like the AAA LOC. Why don't you suggest that your freshmen join this LOC?
Okay, so why don't I suggest? Okay, before I can suggest to them, I must be friends with them first, right?
Okay.
If I'm not friends with them, I'm in no position to suggest them to join anything. So how do I become their friends? Through our very own FOC. That is where the seniors shows the freshmen what we are, and that is important in the integration of international culture into Singapore culture. Because we are the seniors, we must be the role models. We will show them that we integrate well with the Singaporean. So in the same way, the freshmen, they come from Vietnam, they know nothing. So when they look at us, they see us integrate well. There is very high chance that they will integrate with the Singaporean as well. However, if you cut our FOC, I can tell you that I have less friends, much less friends. And that means that my influence over my people is less. And that is very hard for me to convince them to join anything. So in situ.
But maybe then if they have no events to turn to, they will join the international club by themselves.
That means you can't be sure about that. You are saying from the Singaporean point of view, the Singaporean, when they enter the new school, they know the language, they speak English very well, so they can join anything they want, just anything, and make new friends. But for the Vietnamese student, we are fresh from Vietnam, we don't really speak English that well, and we don't really know the foreigner that well, so there is low probability that we will ourselves, alone or in a very small group, to join your club whatsoever.
So we will maybe withdraw our idea to maybe we'll still let you organize your LOC, but how about the internal activities that you organize each academic year?
Okay.
You have a lot of that activities, right?
Yes, but it doesn't involve a lot of people. We organize activities. The main purpose is to strengthen the bonds between the members of our communities. By strengthening the bonds, I mean that we are friends, now we need to be close friends. So as to give them advice and that they will listen to us. They can listen to very simple advice, but complicated advice like, you should join this TCA because although it gives you 3 ECA points, but it benefits your character a lot. It benefits you in presentation skill, in communication skill, and all other skill. It only gives you 3. But other ECA activities, it gives you 7 points. But you go there and you sit, and you do nothing. You get 7 points. It's a hard decision to make, 3 points and 7 points. 3 points you don't have to do, you are not sure to get a hall. The 7 points you are certainly to get a hall. So which one you choose? This is a complicated advice, and they will only listen to us if we are very close friend to them. So back to the point of is there many events? I don't think so. I think the events are just enough, and just enough to foster the bond.
Yes, okay. So I hope that you could help your freshmen to become more active in NTU's activities in general. Thank you for the meeting.
Yeah, I do my best and answer.